Hey Aries, it's Lisa, and here is your June 19th to 25th, 2023 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you would like a personal reading with me, all my information is below in the description box. I am holding a contest in June to win a reading with me. If you would like to win, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel and leave a comment, and I'll enter you in the draw. If you've already subscribed, no problem. Still leave a comment and I'll enter you in as well. And I'll be picking the winner at the end of June. As a bonus, I am holding a contest to win copies of my books. All you have to do is like and share one of the videos and tag me in the post, and I will enter you into that draw, and I will be pulling that winner at the end of June as well. Okay, Aries, so let's see what this week holds for you. So the overall message for this coming week is the Lover's card. So the Lover's card, if you're single, it's about a love coming in or the desire for love. If you're in a partnership, it can be that love comes back, passion comes back into your relationship this week. And if it's none of that, it can be that it is you connect to your passions this week. You start to, say, you know what, I need to do what I'm passionate about. Excuse me, passionate about life. It's all of that kind of stuff. And with this being general, it's kind of hard to pinpoint for you. That's where a personal reading would, help me tune it to you specifically. But yeah, it feels really positive. What the challenge you face this week, Aries, is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is about getting some advice. It can be a spiritual counselor, a life coach, someone around you that wants to see you succeed. So with it being a challenge, it could be very much that they, are either giving you advice that is preventing you to move forward, or it's the challenge is hearing what they're saying to you this week that helps you connect to your passions. So we'll get more clarity on that. Or it could be that you're wanting to get some advice, right? Like, it's like, oh my God, what should I do? And it's like, everybody has an opinion. So we'll get some clarity on that. So the card of what you don't see coming in this week is a wish coming true. Very interesting. Okay, and then where you need to focus this week is focusing on heartache leading to new beginnings. So this is very interesting. Okay, so I love, tarot it's just so interesting all the time. Okay, so the Lover's card, as I explained, it can be a love comes in, and, you need to just embrace it, be in the now, and appreciate all the, happy honeymoon phase of a relationship. If it is that you're in a partnership, it can be that the passion comes back into your relationship and you work at it and it's really good. And then if it has nothing to do with that, if it's about yourself or career, then it's about finding out what you're passionate about and why you do what you do, connecting to why you do what you do. And really, because, when we do that, it is always going to be successful. You hear people who say, do what you love, and then it's not work, right? It's sort of the same kind of concept. It's when you're passionate about it, it's like becomes contagious. And then other people want to hear you do what you do and want to be around you, want to offer you certain things. And it is very much that you connect and become passionate about something. It could be something new as well. If you're moving towards self-improvement and health and fitness, it can be that you become really passionate about it. And it's like, oh my God, I used to hate exercise. Now I'm loving this exercise. So you become passionate about it. Okay. So they're talking about just taking the baby steps. If it is love or whichever area your life it falls into, it's just taking the baby steps, not focusing on what the outcome is going to be, not trying to figure out, is this the one? It's not putting expectations on anything. It's just connecting to the passion of it, right? It's just being in the moment, being connected to the passion, enjoying it, and not putting expectations or outcomes. Just take every step, every moment as it comes. Don't take it for granted and just enjoy it. The Fool is about living life to the fullest, taking that jump off a cliff, like he's just about to jump off the cliff. It's about going for it, not knowing how it's all going to work out, right? It's just like, I'm just doing this. I just love it. Or I'm just in this relationship. I'm not going to put expectations on it like I used to. I'm just going to enjoy this, right? And be in the moment. Who knows and who really cares how it works out? It is what it is, and I'm just going to love it and be in it. The Seven of Wands is that it's, it's just doing the work, right? Because it is work to not put expectations on things, because we always want to know what the outcome is, as I say, as I'm doing tarot readings, right? But it is, my tarot readings are more about what you need to do in order to move to your successes, rather than predicting totally what's going to happen, because we have free will mixed in there, right? So although they give you information of what could happen, ultimately it's up to us to do it. If you don't take that leap of faith, then it may be different for you. So that's, again, where personal reading comes in really handy. But it is about doing the work and working at being connected to your passion, doing the work to make it into something, and doing the work not to put expectations on what the outcome is going to be. It's just enjoying it and being in the moment. The Knight of Swords is just charging forward with it. I always see this card as like a tornado or a hurricane, and it's like all this stuff is going on around you, and you're like, I'm not caring. I'm in the eye of the storm. It's calm here. I'm just going to focus on what I need to do. I'm not going to worry about that drama or that conflict. I'm just going to do what I need to do, take each step and, go for it. And that's when, being in that moment, being kind of like, if you rush forward, you're going to be in the storm. If you get distracted over to the one side and pulled into the storm because someone wants to, pull you into drama, then you're pulled into that and you're in that chaos, where it's like, if you just stay in your bubble, in that little eye of the storm, everything will be smooth. You just take each step at a time and just embrace it and enjoy it. Okay, very interesting, Aries. It is very much like for people, if it's about career, it's about really kind of connecting to why you're passionate about what you're doing. And when you connect to your passion, it really is successful. And just don't put expectations on it, because it's kind of like, if you, for a lot of signs, and I know for Libra it's very much like this, because I'm a Libra, is if I put expectations on something and put a number or a value on something, like I need to reach this number, or I need to, sell this many books, or I need to do whatever, it never works out. Because by putting that expectation on it, it's like I block it. So if I just say, I'm going to, connect to my passion, I'm going to connect to why I'm writing this book, I'm going to connect to why I'm doing these tarot readings to help people, it is way more successful than I could ever think of, right? Where it's when I put a value on it that it blocks everything. And that's sort of what they're saying to you guys, is when you put a value on your passion, it blocks it from flowing. So just continue forward. So even if it's like, I'm going to do so much of this, and if it's open-ended, it's okay. It's like, I'm going to do as many, sell as many books as I can, or I'm going to do as many interviews as I can, or I'm going to do as much as this that I can, then it's wonderful, right? Or I'm going to have this many clients. It's okay. But if you say, I'm going to have 10 of this, right? Then that's when it gets like, no, maybe you're not. And you might get 9, just not quite 10, right? So it's about being open. Like, I'm going to have as much as I can and allow it to happen. And I'm connecting to the passion and why I love to do what I do, right? And then it's going to be way more successful than you are thinking it could be. So the challenge is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is people that give you advice or guidance, mentor you to be successful. And why it's a challenge is interesting, because it can be basically that they're giving you advice and you're not taking it. It can be that you want someone's advice, someone's to help you through something because you're not sure how to do it to be successful, how to take that passion and stay in that passion. So the challenge is either finding someone like that. And then there's also an element as well about this where it can be that you become the mentor. You become the person that helps other people connect to their passion, connect to, each other. So it's a really interesting card. The High Priestess is about listening to your gut, right? So it's, yes, you can, balance it with your head and your heart, but ultimately you need to start trusting your gut. For people that are in the spiritual world, it's becoming a spiritual leader or getting someone to help you, mentor you to connect to your intuition, and why you're passionate about what you're passionate about. It really does feel like getting guidance and you learning to give guidance. So both of them, to connect to people's intuition and trust your intuition and just be in that intuition and not overthink things. The card that helps you with the Hierophant is just gathering the information from them and then applying it, and then you have success. The Nine of Pentacles is all about you doing the work. Again, it feels almost like you becoming this mentor. Like it's almost like you weren't expecting it, or you were just doing you're connecting to your passions, and this turns you into this mentor or a leader in your field or in a relationship. And it's because of all the work that you've done and all the things that you've done in your life to get to this point, and it leads you to more and more success. And so you become this leader that then, or this mentor that guides people and even yourself and like your partner to more and more successes. It's really interesting. And then the Eight of Swords is saying that you are not trapped in a certain way of being. You're not trapped like, oh, I could never have that. I can never do that. It's an illusion because of fear and doubt. Like I could never be a mentor, or I could never help people with that, or I could never be a leader. I would rather blend in, thank you. But it's like, no, you can totally be the leader. You're not trapped. It's only fear and insecurity and lack of self-worth and other things that you think you're defined by something. But whatever the past has, or whatever situation is going on, is just a part of you. It's not defining you as a full person. And you can move forward and move towards whatever it is that you want to achieve, and be this leader. Yeah, it's kind of like it kind of blends into each other. It's really interesting. Okay, so then what you don't see coming this week is a wish that you've been wishing for comes true. It feels very like, what? How did that happen? Oh my gosh. Wow, very cool. So then you have the Star as well. I think I get more excited about people's readings than they do, but so you have it, they doubled down on it. So it is a wish, it is balance with emotion, but it is a wish coming true this week. I'd love to hear about it. Please leave a comment if it happens, if something that you've been wishing for or putting out to the universe starts to happen. I'd love to hear it. Okay, so then there's celebrations, positive energy, some good news. Then things start to move forward. It's kind of, they're saying it's a combination. You move forward, which makes you move towards good news and good things happening. And you're continuing to move forward towards the good news, letting go of the bad, like where you were, and moving forward. So it's really amazing. And then the Nine of Swords, which I think almost every sign has gotten this week, is all about lots of thought. It can be two things, again, because this is general, it's hard to kind of pinpoint. It can be lots of stress and worry, like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Because sometimes when our wish comes true, we're like, what? Right? And then we have to deal with it. Like, I can't believe that this actually happened. And then it's working through the mental part of it, worrying that can it continue to work out. If your wish was that you met someone and then you meet the person, then it's like, oh my God, I can't believe I met this person. and then it's not putting the stress and worry on it and the expectations, right? And then it can also be lots of thought, right? Just your mind going 100 miles an hour with tons of things that you need to do. And a lot of times as our wishes come true, or as we move in the direction we want to go in towards good things, we get more and more like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that. And like, so it's finding a way to kind of take that out of your head, put it on a piece of paper, and not be so bogged down by all this thought, right? So, yeah, really, really cool. I'd love to hear what's happening with you guys. Okay, and then the last card, where they want you to focus on. This is an interesting card, the Three of Swords. When it comes to love or anything, it's basically saying you've got this new beginning, right? Heartache leads to a new beginning. And it's all about being in this moment where you say, you know what? If all of that stuff didn't happen before, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be becoming this mentor. I wouldn't be connecting to my passions. It wouldn't probably be a passion. If it's about a relationship, it will be, you know what? I'm so glad that that relationship didn't work out, because now I've met this amazing person and like they're exactly what I need in my life. They're my partner that I want. And I'm enjoying it. I'm in the moment. I learned to be in the moment because of heartache. So it's being grateful for the things that we've come through, because they create new things and the right things for us, a new beginning. So it's focusing on this week and kind of going, I'm grateful for all that stuff that didn't work out, because look at me now. The Hangman is goes hand in hand with that. The Hangman is about letting go of what has happened, letting go of what no longer serves you. It can be people, attitude, whatever it is. It's letting it go, getting a new perspective, focusing on what you're grateful for, and being grateful for the heartache, and then moving into this new beginning. The Tower is basically the heartache that leads you to, and I think every sign has gotten the Tower, or a lot of signs have gotten the Tower as well this week. And it is about a shift. And the shift, and it's understanding the Tower, right? The Tower is all about the universe kicking us in the arse and getting us to where we need to be. So if you're in a relationship and you're like, oh, I'm like miserable, and you break up, which would be the Tower, and really the universe is, and they may have done something through the breakup. So it's like your partner was cheating on you and you find a text, and that's the universe going, yeah, okay, you're going to find this text. And everything happens for a reason. So they line it all up that you happen to be there to see that text. Or you have that gut feeling to look at the text, and you find out, and then it shifts everything and kicks you in the butt to move away from that relationship. And then you're now in this new relationship, and you're so grateful that that Tower happened. So it's understanding that Tower moments really are amazing, and they push us towards exactly what is supposed to happen for us, and is really positive. The Tower gets us to really positive things. The Six of Swords is all about learning, earning our success, having to go through things in order to have exactly what we're supposed to have and what we're meant to have. So the cool thing about the Six of Swords is very similar to the Chariot. It's kind of like you've come through all this rough time, you've had this heartache, but the great news is you're moving now into the calm waters. Things are working out, things are turning out, and what you're looking for is not too far away. It's right there. So really cool. And then the Eight of Wands is all about things happening fast. So it's kind of like there could have been a shift, and it just kind of like if this love comes in and it's like, wow, I'm just swept up in this, right? It just happened when I least expected it. If it's about career and it's kind of like, well, I didn't see that coming. I'm a mentor now, and it happened so quickly. I just started to kind of focus on my passion, and now I've been, I'm doing this. And it can also be travel, because this is general. It can be that this is leading you to travel, and your passions are leading you to travel and moving on to like seeing new places, new people, connecting to your passions that way. And it's taking you on this adventure. So really, really, really interesting, Aries. Love to hear what's going on. Love to hear about the wish coming true. So leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. If you could like and share my videos, that helps me grow my channel and helps me continue to do these. Thank you so much. Have a great week, and I will see you next week.
Life has no remote. Get up and change it yourself.